Toronto's Pearson Airport Authority says 2 main runways remain closed while they look into what caused the Delta Airlines plane to crash and flip on the tarmac yesterday. Videos on social media showed the aftermath and people escaping from the wreckage. Officials say there were no fatalities, but at least 19 people went to the hospital. The authority's CEO says the Transportation Safety Board of Canada, as well as teams from the U.S. and Delta, are taking over the investigation. Jason Gaidola joins us in studio with the latest tonight. And Jason, new video is circulating online showing the jarring scene of the plane crashing.
Absolutely, Manisa. While everyone did survive the crash, it definitely is jarring to watch. And we're about to show you some of that video. According to some former pilots, the footage does indicate some possibilities on what led up to the devastating crash.
Oh, no. When we hit, it was just a super hard, like I hit the ground.
Words from a survivor. John Nelson was one of 80 people on board who made it out alive following a devastating plane crash at Toronto's Pearson Airport yesterday.
There was like a big fireball out this left side of the plane. And when we got finished, it was I was upside down. Everybody else was there as well. Thankfully, everybody was okay.
Don't take no video. Put that phone away.
The aftermath was also caught on video, showing passengers scrambling out of an upside-down cabin as workers assisted them off the plane onto the snowy tarmac, telling them to leave their belongings behind. While escaping the wreckage, emergency crews hosed down the aircraft with water. Delta Flight 4819 from Minneapolis to Toronto, operated by subsidiary Endeavour Air, crashed on landing at around 2:30 p.m. Thankfully, there were no fatalities, but airport, emergency, and airline officials say 19 out of 21 passengers were initially taken to hospitals, including one child.
Our staff were faced with a multitude of different injuries, mainly stemming from back sprains, head injuries, anxiety, some headaches, nausea and vomiting due to the fuel exposure.
Toronto Pearson's Airport Authority say they aren't speculating on a possible cause, and the 2 impacted runways are shut down until an investigation is complete.
This would not be a time for us to have theory or to speculate on what caused the crash. So as I shared, we have a number of agencies that are here that are responsible for doing a thorough and full and complete investigation to determine all the causal factors, and we are looking forward to getting those results.
We'll be conducting here on site are examining the wreckage, examining the runway. We've already removed the cockpit voice recorder.
Leading the investigation is the Transportation Safety Board of Canada, which posted this update on YouTube Tuesday. Joining them are officials from the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, Delta Airlines, and more. The plane entered treacherous conditions of blowing snow with gusting winds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, reported at the time of the crash. Last night, fire officials initially indicated that the runway was dry and there were no crosswinds. However, audio recordings from Pearson's air tower reveal that the aircraft was cleared to land, but warned of possible bumpy conditions.
But I tend to lean more towards the prevailing weather condition rather than mechanical failure at this stage. Normally, pilots pride ourselves with our smooth landings. However, with these conditions, we want a firm landing to ensure first it is safe. Second of all, we want to make sure the wheels have touched down rather than attempting a smooth landing, which could have led to a skidding.
Former pilot and aviation expert Marco Chan says the aircraft in question, a Mitsubishi CRJ-900LR, is a plane he has experience with, and says the aircraft requires a different approach to landing.
From what we can see in the footage, we can see a pretty heavy landing on one of the main landing gears. You notice it's actually the main landing gear on the right-hand side, which touched down first. That probably signals what we call a crab maneuver. Whenever we have a crosswind, we turn the nose of the aircraft, we point it towards the direction of the wind. But what I suspect is the landing gear may have collapsed upon impact, or leading to the aircraft tilting to one side, which is the right-hand side of the stage.
The Transportation Safety Board of Canada says they will be providing updates about their investigation as they move along the next coming days. They did post that video that you saw, and they've said that they have recovered all the aircraft data on the aircraft that it was collected. Officials say investigators and the damaged aircraft are expected to remain on the tarmac for at least 48 hours.